Assalamu alaikum guys, this is me Senpai Gamer San. I'm your host Senpai. We are playing the game Corridor Z. Corridor, Corridor Z. Pick up the stuff. Anyway, so few more pages I just found.
Logan sent me a link to a fascinating documentary about a species of a fungus pathogenic to insects. In this case, about Ophiocordyceps unilateralis. The fungus targets a specific ant species as its host. Its spores attach to the ant. Using mechanical pressure and enzymes, it eventually breaks through the exoskeleton and affects the host's hemocoel to manipulate its behavioral patterns. The ant eventually finds a leaf and locks itself to its vein with an excessive mandible grip, so-called the grip of death. It stays in this position up to 10 days, while the fungus grows in its exoskeleton and slowly kills its host. 10 days of being a zombie? Nature, you are fascinating. Creepy, but fascinating.
Wow. I have to load the. I can't. I have to load the voice, but god damn it, I can't. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah.
Professor and Spike told me we might have a breakthrough. Pixie, one of our rats, was successfully recovering from a week-long coma after receiving our stimulant. He was only a bit sluggish, but he's still fighting the infection. In the Journal of International Neurobiology, I've stumbled upon a cool article written by Professor Cohen, who described an interesting disease. Kuru, called the laughing sickness, it's similar to Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, mad cow's disease, and was transmitted among primitive tribes by funerary cannibalism. The infectious agent was prion, known as PRP, prion protein, a misfolded protein without nucleic acids but capable of forcing healthy proteins to misfold. The professor wrote these prions were discovered by a side effect of his research on rats' brains at Stanford University regarding stasis stimulant, just like ours. Due to a high risk, research results were sent to some government facility and never picked by a civil agency again. Huh, what a surprise. People eating corpses got infected, and it's untreatable? Well played, vegetarians. Well played. At the lab, I've noticed Spike had his hand bandaged. He seemed nervous and avoided me the whole time. He just went to Section C to Professor Evans. When they came out, Spike seemed really pale. I think he had a fever, so I offered to fill in today if he's not feeling well. Professor told me Spike had a nasty cut, and maybe it's for the best he went home.
Shit.
Professor Evans called me in the morning asking if I could replace Spike for some more time, as he's having a high fever and staying home sick. I said yes, but I really hope it won't take long. I've tried to call Spike all afternoon, but he didn't answer the phone. I'm guessing he must be really sick and sleeping all day.
Or maybe he's dead.
I told Professor Evans about Professor Cohen's article I read the other day, and he shouted at me. Professor Cohen appeared to be the same lunatic and fabricator who caused him to leave Harvard. He wanted to claim credit for the research for himself. Professor Evans said the prion theory is a pure fiction, as proteins without DNA or RNA can't replicate. I told him in science we need to keep an open mind. In return, he shouted at me again and told me I can forget the extra credits if I'm to lever the fundamentals of genetics.
Seems like a jealousy. Seems like a jealousy. Well, seems like a jealousy.
Today, I overslept and missed my bus, but I called Megan, who rides a car with her boyfriend, to give me a ride. She's dating Biff Tanner. He's 6'7" or 6'8", 250 plus pounds, an ogre look-alike. He's the offensive tackle playing with Logan on the team.
Wow.
He doesn't talk much, and he's definitely not my type of a guy. Beauty and the Beast. But who's the real beast, huh?
Oh god. I mean, Tanner. Maybe they will bring out the new characters too. I don't know. I don't know. You never know. You never know. Need to buy the new earphones as fast as I can. Collectible items. Why it keeps saying collectible items? Hmm. Hmm. Sorry.
My name is John CHOW. I'm a private detective. I've been searching for Karen Naismith, a missing daughter of a Chicago's millionaire. Conducting an investigation, I got myself with a soldier and 2 teenagers in the middle of this high school of hell.
Password. Okay, so now I'm sending Logan to laboratory. 25 kill. Oh, nice.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Laboratory looks hard. So that's how I can do the blast. If I got the gun and rolling them up, then I can get it. Otherwise, I don't. You don't know about that.
Yes!
Great soundtrack. This is what I'm trying to do. Almost. Well, it's shoot down a total 25 zombie. I killed 16. 16 left. Oh. That was almost close.
Got it.
There we go. 13 left. 10 left. Oh shit. Ten left. Now we can do this. We can do this. You guys wanna know how I create this? If you find these 3, you can click this and he will create a 1 map pack. Everyone know that, senpai. Why you just here?
What? Why?
What? Why? Stupid.
Bugger me!
The laboratory zombies are fires. Faster than I expected.
Got it! Yeah.
Little spawn. Man. Leave. Oh shit. Right. That's all I want. The real reason I'm not using medicine, it had a real reason. 20 laboratory left. Huh. I need this, this, and this. These three I need. Have to be careful now. Whoa. Damn it. Feels fine. That was almost close. Done. Oh shit. I forget to turn.
Ready.
Collect ammo perk? But I already had a... Oh, I got in advance. Oh, I see. Run 1000 meter and kill 30 zombie in one run. Oh. No, that's fucked up. We didn't use the CHOW, didn't we? Oh, what's remain? Just one remain. Come on, let's do this.
We got beef.
Oh shit. That was close. Shit. There we go. That was almost close. Oh fuck.
Got it.
Oh man, oh great. I did click it. Oh, it's not shit. Oh god. Let's do it. Wrapped it. Not now. Fuck. Let's read it. Let's just fucking read it.
Today it was the third day in a row I was feeding the rats and preparing the observation data alone. Besides, the rats were behaving really strange, like they didn't know me. Jerry, a spotted older male, used to jump all over the cage knowing it's feeding time, but today he was hiding in the corner of his cage and didn't touch any of the food while I was nearby.
He turned into zombie, you dumb fuck. Last try. Then I won't gonna use my ration.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit!
Fuck. Bandages. I found so many supplies for them. Shit. I wish I got the shotgun here. Oh, I did. Just turn it down. It's done. Now all I need to do is to cover 1,000 miles. Something? There. Oh no. Woo, that is close. Oh fuck. Man, that was horrible. Oh man, this is the worst. Woo! Tango down. One of the hardest stage I ever played. The others one are easy, but you have to be faster in this shit. This is how it is. Ah, I did click. Shit. I told you guys this is my last mission. I just did. I'm gonna use more ration. Come on. What the hell? Why the... Oh. This game, this kind of error.
We had a
right?
lot of fun and laughs today on a sort of double date. We went out for a dinner to Danny's, and Megan was fed up of the guys talking about football tactics all day. So she pointed out it should be called soccer, especially since its origins lay in Great Britain, just like rugby's. No matter if I agree with her case, that was not the greatest idea. People around us heard her and joined in the argument. Megan was the loudest, and she pissed almost everybody off. I was sorry for poor Biff. He was torn between football and Megan. But oh boy, she was so ferocious. It was a pure pleasure watching her fighting her corner.
What?
Fortunately, the owner got pissed too and threw everyone out.
That's a freaking idiot. That's feeling pleasure to watching others people. Let's use the CHOW. The CHOW look like sorry. They look like a sleeping dog character, Chinese or something.
It's bad.
Shoot times in 50 total. Gotcha. So now we are in the, what do you say? In the school, not in the laboratory. The laboratory stage is really horrible. Believe me. I was playing, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, that was close. And that 37 left. Nah, not gonna read now. First we're gonna do all the run. I have to use 50 times in total. 37 shots remain. Let's do this. Let's go. What the fuck is going on? fire from far away, you can't kill the zombie. If the zombie comes closer, then you can kill it. Let me show you. Now I'm not using obstacle. See that? Gun is gone. Now it's coming closer, closer. There we go. Closer, closer, closer. Come closer, 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 closer. There we go. If you use gun now, like red things seemed, and if you use gun now, then to be honest, this whatever which last you guys saw it. And I don't have a goddamn gun here. There we go. Skudoosh. Lunch lady. I can't believe lunch lady running so fastly. Dead. Now they're coming. Oh shit. I didn't use the speaker, which is right. Collect it. Well, if you kill the boss. So, let's see how much the CHOW remain. 7 guns left. Pick up total 7 guns. What's in the laboratory? So, laboratory had only these missions? Didn't it have more mission? Gear up. Let's pick up the 7 guns here. Let's do this. If once I pick up the 7 guns, I will leave this game. One. And down. Ooh. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh shit. Coming closer. Two guns. Three down. 4 down. Oh shit. That was almost close. Let me see how much 2 guns remain. Ah, lunch lady. I feel bad for lunch lady. She made so many lunch for eggs. And now He's turning into one of the lunch of the zombies. Fuck. I have to find the obstacles. And he ripped us. Only 3 guns left. Just in case, lunch lady. And he ripped. That's fine. This one gun remain. I already gave the 5-star to this game. Huh. Let's check it out, the collectible items. Okay, where is it?
In the morning, I went to Professor Evans' house to tell him I need a break, and he needs to find me a substitute, as I'm already exhausted and behind with the lab notes. He wasn't home, his back door was locked, but the padlock to his cellar wasn't. I went in and found a couple of old jars with some rat specimens in formaldehyde. On an old table, I found a dissected rat. I was pretty sure it was Jerry. And I could swear the body was still moving, but it was probably due to rigor mortis, and his muscles must have still been contracting. At school, Professor Evans told me Jerry died, and he took his body from the lab for the autopsy. And he forgot to mention it to me, as it was always Spike who's been there for him. He also said Spike got really sick and his mother will take him back home to Griffin City. I thought she was living somewhere in New Mexico. Anyway, I got stuck with the squeaky rodents. Just great.
So what my theory is, doctor is lying. It's because of the passion to create the genetics stuff. That's how the zombies begin. Huh. B. So, well, that's all. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys think of my gameplay. Once I find every pages of this game, I'm gonna make the video about the find all pages, and so you guys can enjoy the game and yeah, that stuff. That's all. Bye bye, take care, love you all. Allah Hafiz, sayonara, Pakistan Zindabad, peace. As always, in everywhere, in every city, and in every country. So yeah, bye.